Hi everyone, welcome back to my AP Calculus class. Today I want to explain about 2020 AP Calculus exam. They changed a lot because of the coronavirus. Last time in the last video I explained a little bit about three features about this year's AP Calculus, right? The 45-minute only, the only free response questions. Yeah, and then you can use it on notebook, open notebook test. But I have to add some a little more than that. Now I told you only free response questions, but it was my opinion because they said they will they said about this test they will give you two sections. The first section is for 25 minutes. You have to solve all problems for 25 minutes, the section one, and then they will give you 5 minutes for you to upload your works. After that, they give you a second section. For the second section, it will be given 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you have to upload your work for 5 minutes again. So nobody knows yet actually that each section can have some free response questions, but yeah, most of the teachers just guessed. Yeah, they make usually mostly free response questions because they said that format, the type of problem can be a little different. It's open note test. So most of the other APs they give you essays, but it is math. That's why I just literally guess it. They're gonna be giving you most of free response questions, but who knows? Anyway, today I solved one problem, no calculator section problem. Then this problem just ask you what is the meaning of linearization, and then they ask you average rate of change, and then average value of a function, and then Riemann sum. So I'm gonna solve this packet today, okay? I just hope this packet can help you understand and review four different concepts in one situation given. So that test looks like this. They may give you one situation, one scenario, and then they're gonna give you many problem, multi-problem in the situation. That is kind of good way to ask many concepts. Okay, and then just 45 minutes. So maybe this type of problem is very possible problem in this year AP exam. Let's start. Okay, population of Townville in thousands of people is given by P of t. Select the value of PTR given in the table provided. So you can see the tables now, right? The A asks you the tables to estimate, use the table estimate P prime of 9. P prime of 9. So where is 9? Actually, 9 is not in this table. 9 is between 8 and 10, right? So 9 is here between 8 and 10. That's why we're going to use these 2 points. Okay, so P prime of 9 means what? Rate of change, instantaneous rate of change of this function. This function means population function of Townville. Okay, thousands of people per years, right? So what is rate of instantaneous rate of changes? That means slope of tangent line, right? But we cannot find that tangent line slope because we don't have any function equation here. That's why we use those 2 points, t equals 8 and t equals 10, because 9 is between 8 and 10. And just to find average rate of changes. Just to find slope of that line between those 2 points. That is not exactly equal to, is not guaranteed exactly equal to p prime of 9, but it supposed to be very close to that number. So approximation method using the line, we call that linearization. So what is the slope between those 2 points? Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is a basic formula to find the slope. So 58 minus 52 over 10 minus 8, 6 over 2, which is 3. So 3,000, yeah, is 3,000 people per year. There's a rate of change, that's why. So the answer is 3,000 people per year. That's the answer of A. It's an easy problem, right? Let's go to B. Is it possible to find the average rate of change? Average rate of change between 0 and 10. We just find the instantaneous rate of change at t equals 9 at A. But B asks you average rate of change for 10 years. So average rate of change is what? Delta y over delta x. In this case, delta p over delta t. So 58 minus 40 over 10 minus 0. I use the same formula and to find the slope between beginning point, initial point, and then end point. 0 years and then 10 years. Between those two points, 0.40 and 10.58, just find the slope between them. So what is that? 18 over 10, which is 1.8. That means 1,800 people. It's increased, right, per year. So 1.8 thousand, that means 1,800 people per year. That's the answer of B. What about C? I explain why I chose this packet because it's a problem. Because so many people confuse average rate of change of a function and then average value of the function. So B and C, don't confuse B and C. B asks you average rate of changes, right? So what is the formula to find the average rate of change? It's f of B minus f of A over B minus A. That is about average rate of change between A and B of fx, right? But C asks you average value of a function, average value of P of t. Okay, so what is the average value of P of t between 0 and 10, between A and B? So the formula is this: integral A to B fx dx. That represents area under the curve with the x-axis, right? That area divided by the length of area, so B minus A. This is the formula to find average value of a function. So to find the average value of P of t, we have to find integral a 0 to 10 fx dx means what? You can use that formula, right? So integral 0 to 10 P of t dt, and then 10 minus 0. And then these parts actually represent area under the graph. Okay? So we need to go back to the graph, the table. The table says what? 0, 40, 4, 46. So I'm gonna draw it, the point. I'm not drawing the graph, I'm just mark a point first. Here. 0, 40, 40, and then 4, 46. 4, 46. This point and this point. What about 5, 47? 5, 47, 8, 52, 8, 52, 10, 58, 10, 58. So I use trapezoid area because I don't know what kind of curve, but if we connect those points, this kind of graph. So just find that area under the curve. So it looks like trapezoid, right? So I'm gonna find that area under the curve. I'm gonna find the full trapezoid area for this part. So that is equal to fourth trapezoid area, 40, base 1 is 40, this is 40, and then base 2 is 46. So 40 plus 46 times height, this is 4 over 2 over 2. And then second, trapezoid area plus, I cannot see the numbers. Yeah, I can see numbers now. We found that this area already. The second trapezoid area is this now. So B1 is 46, B2 is 47. So 46 plus 47 times height is just 1 over 2. What about third one? This one, right? 47 and 52 is a base 1 and base 2. 47 and 52. And then height is this length, right? 5 to 8, that's the 3, times the height over 2. And then the last trapezoid area, 52, and I don't know what is then. What was that number? 58. That number was 58. So the last trapezoid area is equal to base 1 plus base 2, 52 plus 58. 52 plus 58 times height, which is 2, over 2. This is the area under the graph with the x-axis from 0 to 10 because we don't know actual graph equation, so we use just a straight line between points. So I just found the sum of 4 trapezoid area. That over b minus 8, 10 minus 0. Okay, that is equal to, what is the area, what is the value of the first part? This part, 86 times 2. 86 times 1 times 2. So 86 times 2, 192. Plus, what about the second part? 46 plus 47, 93 divided by 2. 93 over 2. So that is 46.5 plus third part is 47 plus 50, 99 times 3. So 99 times 3 over 2. Let me see. That is not 2. I'm sorry. The third one is the 3, right? That's 3. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 is right. 2 is right. Yep. So 257 divided by 2. So 148.5. Yep. And then plus the last one is 2 to cancel out, so 110 over 10. Okay, so it is not calculated, you have to calculate it just by hands. So what about this, some of these two? 46.5, some of them, it is 0, and then 5, 195. So 192 plus 195 plus 110 over 10, which is 387, 490, so 49.7. Oh, see. Okay, you have to double check the numbers, okay? I just quickly solve it. So my calculation is possible. You got tiny mistake, but I didn't use any calculator, so I didn't solve it before. Anyway, I just use what? Formula, right? Average value of a function in an interval AB is integral a to b fx dx over b minus a. Integral a to b fx dx represents area under the graph with the x-axis. So I use that 5 points and find the 4 trapezoid area to find the integral 0 to 10 pt of pt dt. And then divide by 10 minus 0. I found 49.7. Hopefully right. Let's go to the next problem. Use a right Riemann sum. So I keep using the same graph over there. But right Riemann sum, right? So you have to find this value using right Riemann sum. So right Riemann sum means we're going to use the right end point of each subinterval. Then draw rectangles. Then find the rectangles area. So for the first section, right side point. So this is right side point, and we make this rectangles area. This green color. Okay, so first rectangles area is what? Base times, length times width. So 4 times 46. Plus, second rectangles, we use the right side point. So use this 5, not 4, but 5 the right side, right end point of a second subinterval. So use this formula, these rectangles. So 1 times 47. Plus, the third one is these rectangles, right? Because I use the right side, 8 is right point, end point. So between 8 and 5, 3, right? 3 times 52. 3 times 52. For the last one is I use 10, this rectangles area. Between 8 and 10, that length is 2. So 2 times 58. This sum of 4 rectangles area represent integral 0 to 10 p of t dt is approximation value of that part. Then that times 1 over 10, right? So that divide by 10. So 4 times 46, 184 plus 47, 3 times 52, 156 plus 2 times 58, 116 over 10. Okay, so 184 plus 47, so 1, and then 231. 156 plus 116, 2, 7, 272. The sum of 272 plus 31, 503 over 10, which is 50.3. That must be bigger than this because it is overestimated, right? The top part is overestimated. What is the meaning? This is the average value of the function, right? Integral a to b fx dx over b minus a. That was the formula to find the average value of pt. We just found the average value of pt. So c and d. D is we use right Riemann sum to find that area, right? So we can say this. It is approximation of average value of population of that city for 10 years. That makes sense, right? So for t equals 0 to t equals 10. One more time, is average value of the population, right? But it is not actual value, it is approximation value. So this number represents what? Approximation average value of population of that city per year for 10 years. Okay, so I'm solving these 4 problems. Basically, these 4 problems given in the same situation, same scenario, right? One table is given that asks you many different kind of concept. So coming 2020 AP exam, I think looks like this. They give only 2 sections, right? they have to ask many concepts in just 45 minutes. That means they're gonna give you one scenario, and then they're gonna ask you multiple questions. You have to ask all different type of concept. Looks like this. Okay, I'm done today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please click subscribe and like and turn on the notification. Thank you again. Bye bye.